Right then, this is a quick walk around video on a bit of a breezy day, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. Very rare car for us to video because it's the first one we've ever seen. This is a Mitsubishi ASX. It's a 2.2 automatic diesel. Lovely car, I have to say. It's coming as a part exchange to us. As you probably know, we specialise in Honda and some Lexus cars. And this one's come, as I said, via part exchange, but it's been beautifully looked after. Just 22,000 miles on the clock. I think from memory it's had 7 services. It's got a long MOT. It comes with a panoramic roof, full black leather, sat nav, very high spec, heated seats, all the usual things, and is in lovely condition. Front of the car, as you can see, lights and lenses clear and intact without any cracks or condensation. Bumper really clean. Likewise, bonnet, can't see a stone chip on there. Absolutely wonderfully clean there. Near side of the car, passenger side, lovely and smooth in the panel work. Near side front alloy, generally the one that if one's going to be bashed, that's going to be the one, and it shows no marks at all. Come down this side, so I managed to press the button for the fuel flap was open. Near side rear alloy, again, absolutely unmarked. And right to the driver's side, the off side of the vehicle, again, absolutely mirror smooth in the panels. Side rear alloy, again, unblemished. The remaining panel work is absolutely beautiful. It's been wonderfully well kept. Final alloy perfect as well, and it's an absolute credit to its owners. It really is. Coming to the boot area, really good sized boot on the car. It's been kept absolutely beautifully. Also, by the way, a removable tow bar fitted the car, never been used. So the intention was, but never got round to it. Coming into the back, you can see full black leather interior and in absolutely superb condition. Come around in on the front and the passenger side, again, all absolutely beautifully clean. Seat there literally looks like it's hardly ever been sat on. So finally, driver's door card, again, absolutely lovely. Same with the footwell areas. Driver's seat, again, really good. You always get the compression, natural compression on the bolsters on the right hand side where you slide in and out. That's absolutely normal for a car, regardless of mileage, that's come up to 7 years old. So finally inside the car and out away from the wind. Dashboard just looks absolutely like new. Sat nav, as you can see, working absolutely perfectly there. Pop the car into reverse, you get that nice clear gridded parking camera, all working exactly as it's meant to. But it's only on low mileage and looks exactly like that. Dash binnacle in front, I hope you can see there, 22,760 miles, and there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and for a car that's very new to me. Not driven one, but well, I have driven one before because I drove it when we took it in as part exchange, but it's my second time in it, let's put it that way. This is a Mitsubishi ASX, and it's a 2.2 automatic diesel. Car's registered VU15VPN, and this car's covered just 22,754 miles, so a very low mileage car. The reason we do these videos, by the way, is just to ensure that if anyone's online, they get to see the car they're looking at actually in operation. The reason we feel it's important is because, like so many people, we've been to see cars which looked absolutely fine, only to get there and find out there's an obvious fault that shows up whilst driving the car. So that's why we do it. Also done on these very quiet, generally speaking, country roads in this lovely part of Gloucestershire. And this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on. The hope is then that it'd be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So as you know from the walk around video, this isn't our normal car. We sell Hondas and Lexus, so this car's coming in as a part exchange to us. It's been very well looked after. I think from memory it's been serviced 7 times in the mileage it's done. long MOT on the car, and it drives like the mileage it's done. It just feels like a new car to drive, in all honesty. Starts instantly and settles to an absolutely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Temperature gauge is running at about a third, which, according to Mr. Google, is exactly where it's meant to be. Very nice engine, smooth, quiet, tractable, pulls really well. Seems to suit. I mean, we sell lots of CRV 2.2 auto diesels, obviously different engine, different gearbox, but similar size car, and it works very well in the Hondas, and it works very well in this because it's just a nice size engine for the type of car. It's not struggling to pull. It's got guts to it, but when it does rev, it revs pretty quietly. It seems very smooth and quiet on the move. Gearbox itself, again, typical of the breed. Obviously, they've chosen the ratios to give you the best in terms of fuel economy and performance, sort of compromise between the two, but obviously smooth in terms of the actual gear changes themselves. They're all but imperceptible in that sense, so very good indeed. You have the option to flick it to the right and use it in manual mode if you so wish, and that all works perfectly. So coming to the steering of the car, first and foremost, clearly, like the CRVs, these aren't sports cars, but the steering's nicely done. It's nicely weighted. It's, by the way, track's absolutely dead straight, and there's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to legal limit. It's precise and accurate in the way it goes about its business, and is confidence inspiring. That's the best I can say about it, really. Same goes for the chassis, because this type of car is designed really just to ferry people about, families, and it's very comfortable in what it does. The ride's compliant, it's very well damped, there's absolutely no sort of rattles or clonks coming from underneath the vehicle at all, so all in very, very fine order there. When you go through corners, there's not huge amounts of body roll. It flows through rather nicely, as I said, but not in a sporting manner, so it's not designed for that, but what it does very, very well indeed. I'm just going to give the brakes a bit of a shove, get up to speed a little bit, just give them a nice hard shove. There's a very, very good brake pedal on the car, which you'd expect, of course. There's no kind of pulsing or vibrations going back through the brake pedals, so all in very good order there. So finally, to come inside the car, it's literally just arrived. It's not been cleaned as the time of videos are weird. I tend to do the road test before I do the walk around section, but when I edit it, it's the other way around, so it can get a bit confusing. I do apologise, but at this stage it hasn't been cleaned, but it is incredibly clean in here. It's been very, very, very well looked after, this car. Very nicely built. There's no squeaks or rattles inside. And one of the easier cars to jump in. I mean, most modern cars I get in and scratch my head for about 2.5 days, and then finally work out to start it, and find a radio station I might like. But this one, it's genuinely very easy to jump in and drive. Sat nav is it's a regular one that's used in lots of cars. I think it's probably Garmin based or something similar. Again, very simple to come to terms with. The climate control system, again, very simple to operate, all working perfectly. It's got ice cold air coming out of it when you select that. You do have heated seats as well, again, all working exactly as they should. Dash binnacle in front, again, it's just nice and simple. You've got rev counter, speedo, information display in the middle with the other gauges, but it gives its information nicely presented, and you take the information in very easily indeed. And then finally, you've got a nice leather-bound steering wheel, which, like the rest of the interiors, shows virtually no wear at all. As I said, it's been loved, this car. As I said at the start of the video, the point of the video, it's only a brief one, is just to show the car operating, but to feedback on any obvious issues, and there's nothing at all. It just drives absolutely perfectly. If you've got any questions at all, don't hesitate to give us a call.